Hello, I'm Jacques Halbronn. I continue my lectures on French astrology in English, and I would like to study the question between astrology and the Bible, because I think in the Bible we have the original astrology, traces, remaining remembrances of original astrology. On one hand, we have Ezechiel's book of Ezechiel, the prophet Ezechiel, and he mentions the connection between days and years, 40 days, 40 years, which is a connection between Moon and Saturn. He also mentions the four animals, four beings, Hayat, the tetramorphic things, with the lion, the eagle, man, and the bull, which is the center of the zodiac, the original zodiac. And as you know probably, my astrology connects Saturn with the four stars, which correspond more or less to these four animals or four beings. But you can find also in the Sphinx, in the Tarot, the Arcana of the Word, in the symbolisms of the four evangelists, etc. I would like to concentrate now to focus on the Genesis, on the creation story. And I make a difference between the first creation and the second creation, which is different between astronomy and astrology. When God says that He creates the world, the universe, it is the first creation. And when it is spoken about the revelation of the law, it is the second creation. In France, we have been working a lot on the connection between the idea of God and the intervention of extraterrestrial civilizations, namely someone we might not know, which is called Jacques Jean Sandy, S-E-N-D-Y. I'm not sure he has been translated in English, although he was himself a translator from French to English, from English to French, but that is another story. And he says that the Elohim, the gods, because it's a plural, anyway, who created, who appear in the account of the Genesis, the creation, we came from another space, another galaxy. But this is the second creation. We are not responsible for the first creation. We cannot assimilate the first creation with the second creation. Those civilizations which have created our humanity as it is, with its astrological connections with the stars, because I think it is a creation, it's a technological, biotechnological creation, which creates a link between man and the stars, and certain stars, certain planets. Those people, of course, they have not created the universe. They are part of the universe, and at a certain level, they have reached a certain level which afforded them to interfere in our own evolution. That's one point. A second point is about the Babel Tower. Babel Tower is developed, Babel Tower story is developed in two stages. One stage is the construction, the building of the tower, and the second stage is the destruction of the tower. And it said the gods did not want man to go too far in his development, so they have destroyed the tower and they have been confusing and diversifying the languages so that men could not correspond easily with each other. And it is a fact that unity affords a better intercommunication than when you are a lot of people. And there's a lot of noise also because you have to discuss with other people, etc. When you are alone, it's much more simpler. So they didn't want us to be dedicated to our own energy and our own structure, and they wanted to diversify and our existence with the results that we can imagine. And these correspond also to two astrologies. One astrology is astrology connected with only one planet, which is Saturn. And it is a sort of astrology which is monotheistic in a way. And the paradox is that for me monotheism is previous to the polytheism. And the second astrology is the astrology that Michel Gauquelin has discovered in the 1950s, with the 5 planets being operational. Moon, Mercury was eliminated, Sun also. So there was Moon, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. 5 planets. And these 5 planets are corresponding to, according to me now, to the Babelian, the second stage of the Babelian system, which divides country, divides the people, do not afford one person to have all the powers. So we have these two astrologies, which have been developed in France, actually, which have been rediscovered in France by myself and by Gauquelin, whom I knew quite well, and I published his last book in 1992, just after he died. And the two astrology probably coexist. Yeah. Or there is one astrology which divides, let's say the second astrology divides humanity between 5 different professions, activities, form of activities, etc. And the first astrology, which is more connected with the first stage of Babel, which is a stage where there are superior men, superior gods who have the power, and not the group, not the ensemble, not the orchestra, but the solist. So this is what I wanted to tell you today. 2 creations: the creation of astronomical sky, heaven, which is what the astronomers study. The second creation is what the astrologers study, which is only what mankind has used, instrumentalized among all the universe, and it's very limited what they have taken from the universe. They only took 4 stars and 1 planet out of all the universe. This is the second creation, and there is a sort of fight between the tenets of the first creation and the tenets of the second creation. The drama is that most astrologers are convinced that they have to refer to the first creation, while they have to refer to the second creation. And the other problem is also 2 levels, 2 stages. Babel stage, which corresponds to a cyclical astrology with only 1 planet and several periods, and the second astrology, which is the second moment of the Bible story, where there are 5 different populations, groups, functions within the society. So you see, this is a great gift from French astrology.